contract predictions. This is more about bargains and who's on the books, but we like the animation, so we ran it to have some fun. There was a article put out there on Fox Sports about the best bargain contracts in baseball. Rowan Kavner is the name. So good job, Rowan. Here's the top 10 contract bargains for this coming season. You want me to go 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
I mean, Shohei is 1. I mean, $2 million. Come on, we know.
But wait,
it's not even close.
Wait,
it's not even close.
He actually factored in the deferrals into the present day number.
It's still not close. They made so much money off of him that he could make $100 million, and there's still a bargain.
So his present day that he used was 10 years, 460. So he's getting 46 a year.
And they made over $100 million off of him. Just him.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's a bargain.
That's business. What about production? He's also freaking amazing.
You talk about production.
Yeah. Okay. So are we all agreeing that Shohei, number one, even though he's costing $46 million in present day value, is the best bargain in baseball? Kratz, we know you. I mean, you like him. I mean, we all like him, but you had him even over,
I like him more.
The Judges, the Cunyas. Yeah, you like him more. Cam, you good with this?
100%.
Okay.
No question.
All right, so then let's just move on. Let's get to more of a debate, okay? I'll run through 2 through 10, and then each of you point out where someone should be higher or lower. And I can help you with the contract if you need help. Acuna 2, Ozzie Albies 3, Yordan Alvarez 4, Jose Ramirez 5, Bobby Witt Jr. 6, Hunter Green 7, Corbin Carroll 8, Ketel Marte 9. Man, I almost got through without sneezing. It's been hanging. And then Emmanuel Clase 10. All right, it's gone. AJ, best bargain on the board here that should be higher, or maybe someone that should be lower?
I mean, Yordan is the only one. I mean, he's not making a whole lot, but he's a DH basically. Other than that, I can't argue with a lot of these because if Acuna comes back and plays up to his potential, they're stealing money from him.
Mm-hmm.
Albies same way. Jose Ramirez is one of the best players in baseball no one talks about. He's on a club-friendly deal. Bobby Witt signed a nice deal for himself. Corbin Carroll, long-term deal. Now, that's the one you could argue because he had a down year last year and say, all right, is he overpaid? But he's going to bounce back.
But these are the biggest bargains. Like, is somebody
That's what I'm saying, but he's going to bounce back.
Yeah.
Right? For what he did. If you look at his rookie year to what he did last year, like, you've got to say, man. But the rest of them, I mean, Clase had a historic year last year as a reliever. I think these are all fine. I mean, you could mix up the order maybe a little bit. Depending.
That's what I'm saying. Who should be higher?
Jose Ramirez. Yeah.
Jose?
That's easy for me. But, yeah, I agree with Kratzy. But for me, I just don't – I feel like Ozzie Albies is criminally underappreciated. Like, literally 4 of his last 5 seasons, he's played over 148 more games. The dudes – bro, we've got guys about to make more money. We got guys like Chris Taylor, Jeff McNeil, Nico Horner, Luis Garcia making more. Andres Jimenez. They are not better than Ozzie Albies. Like, they're not. And the fact that he's making that, I remember the world of baseball being kind of pissed off when they signed his deal. Now it's he's got to write his name on the paper. But at the end of the day, at the time, I mean, that deal is just unreal for the production. We're talking about a 4-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger. I mean, the dude has been more available than he has not. And for that, what he's getting paid, I think is ridiculous. And they still and they got 2 club options for $7 million at the back end of it, which is great. Which if I'm the Braves, I'm definitely not going, hey, I'm gonna ride this thing out till he's 30. It's a great, that's the biggest bargain. It's not even close.
In this top 10, I think Jose Ramirez, AJ said it, is very underrated, probably the most underrated player in the game. He's getting MVP votes in 8 of his last 9 seasons. He is the one guy on this top 10 list after you get past Shohei, and not even talking about Shohei here, who has done this for a long time. You have Corbin Carroll up there. He's essentially got 2 seasons. You have Clase, he's been there. I get that. But Bobby Witt's in his 3rd season, full season. Jordan's not, nobody's put in as much time as Jose and continued to do it. And he's still on a contract that he's making just a tick more than $20 million a year. Jose Ramirez almost was 40-40. Minus Shohei, we would have been talking about 40-40 for a long time, and Shohei went 50-50. But I just think Jose is – anytime Jose's on one of these lists, that's really going to be tough for me not to choose him.
All right, one more portion of this conversation. The team that was pointed out with many bargains is not going to surprise many because of the style. The Atlanta Braves and the contracts they have with a number of players. AJ, to me, Atlanta jumps on this early, and they understand that there's going to be some risk. But if you play this game enough, you're going to get so many damn bargains that you can afford to have a miss sometimes. It's okay. You're going to have less misses this way than you are in free agency. You agree?
Well, I mean, the guys they signed, Acuna, Albies, Michael Harris, and Spencer Strider from inside the organization, they knew. These weren't the Nick Senzel, the guy for the Reds, right, that signed the long-term deal and never really worked out with.
I don't think so.
Wasn't that his name, Kratzy?
No.
Are you thinking of Kingery?
Yep. No,
or the Phillies. What was the Phillies?
Kingery.
Kingery was the other one, right?
Yeah.
John Singleton, the Astros signed, he didn't work out, right? I mean, Evan Longoria signed a deal with the Rays. He was like the first one to do this, and it worked out great for the Rays, okay? So the thing is, if you know your organization really well, like the Braves seem to do, these guys weren't going to miss. So they went to these guys, and it was smart. The Braves are really smart about this. Now, with Albies, Acuna, and Strider jumping on these guys and saying, hey, we'll give you even Matt Olson, what they did, and Austin Riley, right? These guys are locked up too, and Sean Murphy. So they basically have their whole infield locked up for a bunch more years, and Strider. But they're also really good at finding free agent value. Okay, Ronaldo Lopez, boom. Good one that nobody's like, he can't start. He did pretty well. Chris Sale, everyone's like, oh, why would the Braves trade for him? He's making his big old money. He went out and won the Cy Young. They signed him to a deal, though, in spring training.
Before they saw him.
They signed him to 2 extra years before. And now, look, now it's a bargain for what he's making. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, 2 years, $38 million
for
in a club option?
So
for 3 years of, 56? Okay,
Cy
and
Young.
he's already won a Cy Young? And he looks healthy again? That to me is just good scouting, good knowing your guys, and then good development with the other guys. So, I mean, this is an organizational win.
Yeah.
And the players are happy too. I don't want to hear from anybody out there that says, oh, they could have got more. Yeah, great. They could have got more, but they also couldn't have gotten more, right? So they took what they were given at a young age. Ozzy Albies going to have all these years. He's going to be 30 years old, be a free agent again. Acuna's still going to be like 30 when he's a free agent again, right? So they're going to get another one on top of this. So it was smart by the organization to lock these guys up. They want to be Braves. They're proud to be Braves. They're happy with what they're making. Yeah, they wish they could make more, but you know what? If you're Acuna, I got $100 million in the bank. Boom. I'm good for the rest of my life.
No matter what happens.
No matter what. He's already blown out a seat twice.
The thing I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to add this caveat and then go. So Mookie Betts, everyone knew he was good. Mookie said on our show he would have accepted a deal to the Red Sox if they ever gave him market value for an extension. He was never giving it. They were always undershooting what they should have with him. He said that on our show. And then one other I want to throw out there. How does Vladdy Jr. not get an extension like 3-4 years ago? So we're not even talking about this. Now they offered him an extension way too late. He says, I want to wait to see what Soto gets. He goes, cool. You offered me, what was it, $350 and Soto gets over $750? I'm not $750, but I ain't $350. So props to the Braves for getting it done. Everybody has a price.
And the Royals, too, for Bobby Witt.
Yes.
Jr. Okay, they locked him up, right? Corbin Carroll locked him up. Julio Rodriguez, say what you want. But he locked him up. He's a 13th on this list.
Yep.
Okay, they locked these guys up at a young age, and boom, there they are. I mean, Logan Webb right now on the free agent market would make a ton of money. Okay, so I mean, listen, this is smart of organizations to do this because it's really hard.
But it's deeper than just being smart. What they've done is like to add to this is they've offered young guys extremely fair deals at young ages. Like I couldn't imagine at 22 being offered $70 million or $80 million. Like as a young guy who doesn't know what he's going to be in the big leagues, other than Ozzy Albies deals, I thought like most of those deals were really fair offers to young guys. So that's what they do well. They don't go in and lowball their guys. When they come to those guys, they go to those guys with deals that, hey, Michael Harris, here's $70 million here's $70 million for the next 7. That's hard to turn down when you have had some ups and downs, maybe coming up and through the minor leagues, and you don't even quite believe in yourself like they believe in you. Like they do. That's what they do a really brilliant job of understanding. I think we value our guys maybe even more than they value themselves. And I think that's what makes them a little bit better at this than everybody else here of late.
I just wanted to hit on Sale. I mean, just to put it in perspective, yes, he won the Cy Young. He's making the same contract. He has the same contract, almost identical as Marcus Stroman right now. Marcus Stroman and Chris Sale over the next 2 years, thinking that both club options are going to get picked up. Like it's not even close. And this is where other teams had an opportunity to trade for him. Other teams had an opportunity to see the value, and then they went and extended him before they it's a trust in the full organization. When you sit there and you go, Marcus Stroman might be on the trading block for the Yankees, and they might have to eat his entire contract or most of his contract because it's more of just a meh contract. But you sit there and you have the Cy Young Award winners getting the same amount of money.
That's why it's hard to trade him right now.
And that adds to my point, though. That also adds to my point. They offered him a deal, locked him up, because, again, I think Chris Sale didn't know what he was going to be. I don't think he went out and was like, I'm going to be the Cy Young this year. I don't believe that. So again, that's where they're so brilliant. You know what? We're gonna offer. You know what? We think that we have a better scouting department than the Boston Red Sox as far as developing our pitchers. We believe we can get Chris Sale back to where he is. But also, guys, let's offer him a really fair deal because we know what we have, right? We know that we do a really good job with pitchers. We're gonna get that guy back, right? Like they do a really good job of offering fair deals where Chris Sale's going, man, I've been through a lot these last few years. Haven't been on the field a lot. I mean, I'm 30. I'll be 37 soon. It's a pretty good deal. I'll take it. He didn't know he's going to go out and be a Cy Young type of caliber guy. Like, that's where they're so good and brilliant.